Prince Harry's emphatic response to possibility of returning to royal family duties. Prince Harry has delivered an emphatic response about the possibility of him ever returning to the royal family. There have been numerous reports of late speculating they could be on the verge of a return to official duties, but he has put that to bed. Despite his departure from the monarchy, the Duke of Sussex has remained committed to a life of service, working with charities and initiatives dear to him, such as Sentebale and the Invictus Games. When King Charles and Kate Middleton were undergoing cancer treatment and unable to fulfill their public duties, the suggestion of Harry returning part-time to stand in for the senior royals was once again brought up, reports the Irish Star. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Upon the release of Harry's memoir Spare in early 2023, he was directly questioned about the prospect of rejoining the royal family during a book promotion interview. The Duke of Sussex provided a candid response, encapsulating his sentiments on the issue. "No. I don't think it is ever going to be possible," said Harry. The Duke further elaborated, "Even if there is an agreement or an arrangement between me and my family, there is that third party that is going to do everything they can to make sure that isn't possible." He added, "Not stopping us going back, but making it unsurvivable," reports the Mirror US. The Duke of Sussex recently visited New York to carry out a series of charitable engagements before flying to London for the Well Child Awards, an organization for which he has long been a patron. Loney thinks he has seen a change in Harry, claiming he's no longer raging against the light. Harry is doing more engagements, Meghan has pulled back. The way it's presented, that they're sort of doing different things, and they're no longer joined at the hip, Loney said. I wonder if there is a strategy for him to come back to Britain and have more contact with his family, and indeed do more public events. He feels Harry is possibly working his way back into the royal family, as a senior working member in some capacity. Last week, Harry made his way around New York City, packing 7 events into 72 hours. He then hopped on a plane to London this week, and this was followed by a quick trip to South Africa to meet up with his friend and charity partner Prince Seeiso of Lithio. I think he's keen to be doing more things here, in the UK. I understand he's more in touch with his old friends, and I think he's realizing, life can be kind of limited in California, it's not really the life he was born to, Loney opined. Mr. Loney added that Harry could even be allowed to resume his royal duties one day, saying, of course he can come back. Even the Duke of Windsor, who was in exile, did come back, more and more, without Wallis. The royal biographer is referring to Edward VIII, Harry's great-great-uncle, who abdicated the throne in 1936 to marry his American sweetheart, Wallis Simpson, who was also an actress and married once before. They can stay together, but professionally, I think they look like they're going to do different things, said Loney. Prince Harry is a court jester who shares key trait with his mother that makes William jealous. Prince Harry is a court jester who shares key traits with his mother, Princess Diana, something that leaves William feeling jealous, a former bodyguard has claimed. Harry has spoken at length of his love for his late mum and how the impact of her death in 1997 continues to haunt him. And it seems he is more like his mother than his brother, who seems to share more similarities with their father, King Charles. According to former Met Police officer Ken Wharf, he is similar to Diana in terms of how he treats staff and his generosity, reports Times of India. Wharf was the close protection officer for Diana from 1987 until 1993, having spent a year as bodyguard to both William and Harry. Giving an insight into the Duke of Sussex's character, he says, Harry was always the court jester as a child. People will say he's actually very fun to be with, he's very good in meetings, he's always mindful and careful of how he speaks to his staff, which was classic Diana. She was very generous, she was a gift giver. Harry is exactly the same. I do see similarities. It was that connection with Diana that, according to Wharf, made William envious. It is perhaps ironic that Harry felt he grew up in the shadow of his brother, who is a direct heir to the throne, while he is seen as a spare. William is known for his steadfast devotion to duty, much like his father King Charles, something likely to come from his own position in the line of succession. Writing in his memoir aptly titled Spare, Harry claims that when he was 20, he was told that after his birth in September 1984, his father had told his mother, "Wonderful. You have given me an heir and a spare. You have done your job." And he also mentioned the green-eyed monster, claiming William was jealous of his beard. The Queen had given Harry permission to keep his facial growth for his wedding in 2018, but he claims William ordered him to shave it off. William is also sporting a beard these days, following his brother's example. Prince Harry makes impassioned speech about breaking down stigma as he reunites with old friend on solo trip. Prince Harry reunited with his old friend, Prince Successor of Lesotho on Tuesday, October 1st, and gave an impassioned speech around a bonfire about the work their charity Sentebale has been successfully carrying out. On day one of the prince's trip, his first to the African country in 5 years, he spoke in front of Prince Successor and youth leaders, where he shared details of the positive impact they had in breaking down stigma in this country and also in Botswana. "We're hitting the targets, not just Sentebale but all of the departments are, and it's making a massive difference. And it is this surge of energy and optimism and the voice of young people ranging from 6 to 25, and the biggest difference of which really needs more work, is when people from the top start listening," he said. Prince Successor added, "This whole journey of Sentebale started from that element of, Harry, having come to the motherland. He's now my younger brother Mohali, the warrior, but experiencing breathing the same air, eating the same food as the children that inspired this dream to come to where we are now." Harry first visited the country in 2004, when he spent 2 months of his gap year there, and then launched Sentebale in 2006, when 1 in 3 children in the country had lost a parent to HIV/AIDS-related illness. Sentebale now works across Lesotho and Botswana, teaching children critical life skills that build confidence, as well as providing inclusive services to address mental and physical well-being, and offering vocational training for young women. Their first night saw singers and dancers open the ceremony, which came after Harry's arrival in the country, where he greeted his old friend Successor and met with other leaders including Sentebale Board Chair Dr. Sophie Chandauka MBE, Withentuli Maletsane, Lesotho Country Director, and Katie Monchiwa, Botswana Country Director. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.